there's a big sword right behind you. I'm just warning you. I'm just saying. What's that?
How was it working with Jackie Chan?
Jackie Chan, man, he's a legend. You know what's wild about Jackie Chan is that guy can balance anything and he can juggle anything. He was like just picking up objects on the set, and like he'd be figuring it out. He'd be like, he's juggling like pieces from the set. And, so the guy is like, he's phenomenal legend, talent, and this and that, but he's also an incredible juggler. And he also. His language, as you know, right? His English is very much his second language. It's more like his fifth or sixth language. So when we were filming, his assistant actually wrote his lines on a chalkboard about this big, just big enough so that the actor, in this case me, working with him, had his lines on my chest. So I would hold his, so like when he said, "What about the Shanghai kid?" Right? He would read that. So he would have it written out in Cantonese, right, in his dialect, with the phonetic English to help him, right? And the guy, I mean, he's so brilliant because, he came to, America, he didn't know English, and now, I mean, look at him, right? He's a superstar. So to be able to work with him and, even for a guy that in that case, English was, not his very first, language that comes popping off of his head, was one of the best experiences of my life. It was fantastic. He's super quiet. I heard lots of stories that like him and Owen Wilson, they, literally between Shanghai Nights and Shanghai Noon and Shanghai Nights, right? That was what, I think it was 2 years or 3 years maybe between the films. It was literally like those two had just like said, "Okay, see you later," like a day before. Because, from that time on, they're like, what you see on film between them is what they had in the films. Like they just, like they're wicked friends, right? And, they just had so much fun together. So, I think, like, there's a reason why I think somebody becomes a legend because they're obviously great at what they do. In this case with Jackie Chan, I believe it's also because of who he is. The person that he, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't really have to say hi to me. Didn't really have to interact with me because in that respect, I was another actor that was working with him. So it was really cool. It's always more fun to actually say, hey, how you doing, and talk to the person that you're working with. But I saw him be that way with everybody. You know what I mean? Like to me, he treated everybody at the same level of superstardomness. There wasn't like like some actors who will remain nameless. Sylvester Stallone, sorry. Did I just say Sylvester Stallone? I'm sorry. Who had like he had a clause, right? Yeah, like, you're not that cool, you're not that important to have a clause in your contract saying, don't smoke unless you're spoken to. That's just dumb. We're all human beings. We're all making movies. We're all making cartoons. We're all doing life. I mean, you obviously you have to have certain. It's like having a Facebook account, right? Obviously, you don't just like throw it wide open and anybody can come be your best friend. But at the same time, when you're in situations like that, I have 10 times more respect for, say in this case, an actor that treats the craft service person, which is the person who cuts up all the food and makes sure that there's a great amount of food on the set all the time for people. When somebody gets treated as if they were an A-class, making $20 million for that picture, that to me is more important than, you know what I mean? And having a clause saying, you're not in my circle, don't even look at me, right? Kind of thing. I just think that's too self-important. I mean, I have that clause. Hey, did you just read it in the contract? No? Okay. All right. I guess it didn't get printed in. Yeah.
I do know that Bruce Lee only had 2 students. One of them was Jackie Chan, the other one was a Scottish kid. But
Isn't that great? Jackie Chan and a Scottish kid.
No, actually, he has a dojo and he teaches martial arts, and he has a big school.
Really?
But yeah, and the other guy.
That's really cool. I like how you say dojo. That's cool. Can you say dojo again?
Dojo.
Dojo. Well, I'm going to use your voice in a cartoon. I know it. Okay, great. Awesome.
Well,
dojo.
I have 2 martial arts degrees, one in Taekwondo and Jiu-Jitsu.
No kidding. So do not piss you off. Don't come up behind this guy unexpectedly or he will kick your butt. I'll be all right. Yes?
Well, this is another kind of more opinionated question.
Nice.
This time's about Ninja Turtles 3.
In what one?
3.
Okay.
The one you did. But,
Ninja Turtles 3, that's the one I did. Show me there. Let's see. Can I borrow that for a second? Yeah. Ninja Turtles 3. That's me hugging the kid.
actually, it's about that kid. It's about Yoshi.
I love that kid.
Yeah, I noticed, throughout the movie, Raphael had some character development where he made a connection with Yoshi, the child of feudal Japan.
Yes.
And, of all the turtles, he really made the most connections with the people.
Thank you.
So, but at the end of the movie, when it became time for the turtles to return to the present day, it was Michelangelo that first spoke up saying he didn't want to leave.
Right.
Shouldn't have been Raphael? Do you agree with that?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a really good point, actually. Yeah, I think because, as you saw, it was the first time that Michelangelo had a crush, right? So, and we all know our first crushes that we had. They're huge, right? And so, I know, because it's such a great that you bring that up, because I often wondered that as well. Because you'd think it would automatically be Raphael that didn't want to leave, right? But I guess they found it more of an important story point to maybe make it about Mikey at that point, because I don't know. I'm not exactly sure why. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, I was just really happy that that my character kind of goes from being this crotchety, what, to like fall in love with the kid, because it actually really showed. Raphael's actually really just a big kid at heart, but also has a really huge heart, right? And based on where they came from, you can see how they developed the characters that way, right? So it's cool. I like that. It's a good thing. But that's why. Did I tell you guys yesterday that they were going to do another one? They were going to do another Ninja Turtles. Oh, okay. Yeah. They were going to do. They were going to do a Ninja Turtles 4-part miniseries on ABC about, well, this is a while ago, this is like about 5 years ago now, and it was the Ninja Turtles 20 years later. So they were all now like 25 years old, living out, totally in the open in New York City. Like, Raphael was married, Donatello had a girlfriend finally, Oh yeah, it was so cool. Venus. No.
Venus is my sister.
I know, it's my sister.
No.
But it was such a cool script. Like, it would have been so much fun to do. But I guess just before we were about to start filming and stuff, ABC decided not to do it, because I found out later that was when they were going to turn the whole franchise into more of a CGI type of thing. So, but I was thinking, one more kick at the can of Raphael would have been a blast, man. It would have been, and plus, them being like 25 years old and like, it's like, hey, yo, I'd like some lettuce. Hey, how you doing? Having fun. What do you think? But whatever, comes around. Comes around. Okay. I keep thinking somebody's like coming in. It would have been great. It would have won an Emmy. I'm still waiting for my anime and me. You can like. How did I get to be a voice actor, huh? So what else? What burning last couple of questions here before we pull out the pens, and I think we'll probably have to go to the different room, don't we?
I think so.
Or can we start here? Is there something going on in here after? Okay, cool. All right. Well, how about maybe one last question there for, because it kind of starts to feel like, kind of. Hello, Sword Girl. Welcome. You're really pretty.
Are you doing like anything else soon?
Am I doing anything else soon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a new anime series coming out called Tara Duncan, which I think we're doing like 52 episodes of it right now, and I think it should be out in sometime this year. So yeah, check your local listings. It should be out, and then I'm doing a cartoon. I guess a mainstream cartoon called Wreck-It the Rabbit. And it's about, and actually my buddy Sam, who I was telling the girl about, Sam, the guy who plays Atherin in Gundam Seed, he's done a ton of other stuff too. Where you guys know Sam from? But anyhow, me and him, we play best friends. But I'm this 10-year-old kid named Jay, and Sam is a big, huge rabbit from outer space that comes and lands in my bedroom. And befriends our family. And every episode we save the world from tyranny and aliens. All in the span of 22 minutes. So that's coming out as well in 2011. And and at that point, for as far as like new projects, and then the Care Bears actually is coming out with some new episodes, so they're rebranding it now. So it's going to be Care Bears in 3D. So we just recorded the pilot about a month ago. So Tenderheart is back, baby. And, so that's going to be, I think we're set to go into production on that sometime. I'd say realistically probably in the fall. So look for, apparently I guess new Care Bears and new Strawberry Shortcake. Because they're the same franchise, they do them well. Yeah. And I heard Captain Nintendo was in like a DVD form or something somewhere.
Yeah, thank you.
Did they release like an anniversary special? Well, I didn't get one.
I remember watching when I was a kid, the only episode I remember was the one with Mother Brain and Superman.
Mother Brain! Oh, that was such a great cartoon. Hello! Hi. Can I introduce you publicly? Okay, everybody. This is a lovely lady who say hi, lovely lady.
Hi.
No, you guys say hi, lovely lady.
Hi, lovely lady.
You know why she's also lovely and sparkly? Was because it was her that even got me here. She emailed me out of the blue. The other 18 actors that said no. No, I'm kidding. She said it was 25, man. But it worked out because this is my almost 25th year, right? So it's pretty good. But you were so kind. She emailed me so lovely and said, like, it'd be so great if you would come. And I was like, sweet, I'm so there. So within the span of what, like 2 emails?
Yeah.
It was like, bada boom! It was set up. So thank you very
We're
much.
very grateful and very lucky to have you.
Oh, well, thank you. The feeling is mutual. So yeah, thank you. Yo, bro. Hey, you know you got a helicopter in your hand, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Oh, and I just want to introduce you to Sword Girl in the corner there. Hey, helicopter man, Sword Girl. There you go.
I'll be back.
Say it like Ernie. Say it like Ernie. I'll be back. So why don't we, can we take a group photo maybe of everybody? I noticed somebody here. Hello. Are you filming this? Hello. Where is the red light thing though? I don't see a red light. The other one had a red light right there. It was going like blink, blink, blink. I don't see. Where did the red? Hello. Hello. How do you get water from this thing here? Hello? It's not saying anything back to me. It's sparkly. It is a Sony. Hello, Sony. My name is Ed. This is my peeps and my peepettes. Say hi, Sony.
Hi, Sony.
This is Sony. Hi, Sony. That'd be a good thing. Maybe we could get a group photo maybe with everybody? Or maybe a group video? What do you say, group video clip? What's the easiest thing for you to do? If you
I can do it on.
up?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I can do it on video or camera. I've also got a camera.
She can do it on video and camera. How about I get down in here and you trade places with me, and then we can all say hi, Sony. And maybe we could put because we could put it up on probably on the EvilleCon website maybe. Yeah. On the Facebook page. And then maybe you can maybe email me that clip and the photo, and I can put that up on. I'll put that up on my website too.
YouTube.
That'd be so cool. I'll put it on YouTube. It'll go viral. That'd be so great.